Keep your radio dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet. Hot 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip-hop, R&B, and pop music. Keeping your radio on fire. Bringing you the hottest, realest, riskiest talk shows live 24/7 on hot7025fm.com.
Peace. You already know what time it is. This your man LaRon MC.
And your boy Just Tracks.
And this is Craft Conversations. Fly culture talk, dope craft beers. You already know what to do. Pop open your favorite craft beer, sit down and let's talk.
And vibe out.
I'm gonna make sure I leave on the aux so you can get your sound effects and all that shit know.
Yeah, man, leave me on pause.
Peace. You already know what time it is. We're live right here on Hot 702.5 FM. This is Craft Conversations, episode 138. Remember, this show focuses on current topics in the culture, including but not limited to our scene, music scene, more specifically hip-hop. Oh, yeah. The foodie scene and, of course, the craft beer scene. Remember, these are opinionated topics that stem from bar talk with the homies. And it's all fueled by dope-ass craft beer.
Bang. Oh, damn.
Burps.
I guess that's proof.
Fucking heathens.
Damn, bro.
You know how we get down at this time every week. We let you know what topics we popping in a segment we like to call What's on Your Palate. So if you're watching on Facebook Live right now, make sure you hit us in the comments and let us know what you are sipping on. We're going to crack this thing open and let you know what we're drinking right now. I have Revision. What is this? Cosmic something. It's in graph lettering. I can't read that shit. Any style IPA. Get that in the camera for you. Cosmic something. I don't know what this is. Can you read that? I got Duck You and the Haze You Rolled In On, Abel Baker.
Wait, say that again? Duck You and the Haze You Wrote In On?
It's
That's
called
dope.
Cosmic Vapor.
That's dope,
Thank
bro.
you. Thank you, brother.
Cosmic Vapor.
Fantastic.
I think that should say Vapor. I just took Vapor off the design because it looked like it's Vapor.
And then I also have Mason L Works, Ricochet, Hazy, DIPA. I dig this artwork right here. The skeletal Wonder Woman joint. Look at that. That's nice.
They're like a lawsuit.
Yeah, they out here trying to soup niggas up.
I got this, brought in this great, you know what I'm saying, dig through the freezer. Got this great basin brewing company. I think this is locally brewed.
That was a
Leave
deep
no
cut
trace.
from the freezer. Nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Got this in my Father's Day gift.
Hey.
Got the little cool.
Oh, that shit got a
bounce.
top on it, but you still got to use the can. Okay, that's
Yeah,
interesting.
keep it nice and cool. Like,
Alright.
look, it's still cold. I pulled this motherfucker around 12:30. Feel like can't pause.
Oh yeah, no, that's legit. That's
Feel like
legit.
can.
And that nigga, his fingers did this, nigga.
Let me touch that.
I ain't trying to put too much hand on it.
Oh man.
Oh,
But
Well,
yeah,
that's a
that's
pause,
day
too.
beers. I don't have one
That's
today,
pause.
ladies and gentlemen. But catch me on live. I'll buy one after the show. I was a little late today, but good. y'all killing it though.
you got a sound effect for that shit? Any of them will work.
Oh, I was hoping for a better one than that,
That'll
bro.
work. Yeah, load them up. Load them
All right,
up.
load it up.
Give them
Fuck
all
it.
of them.
Fuck it.
No.
Get it out the way.
No.
Get it out the way.
Nah, I'm sure it's gonna be some more.
All right, that's
out
too
of
much power, bro.
Out of respect for life, I want to say rest in peace to the gentleman that passed in the open gate. What is it? Titan submersible situation.
It was 5 people. I was trying not to bust up. Come on, bro.
Was it a black guy?
No,
Nah.
not a
It was
one.
the CEO, 2 rich folks, another rich guy, and his 19-year-old son.
Yeah, man. That shit imploded on him. Bro, they said it took like 30 milliseconds for that shit to implode. They say with something decompression that fast, heat and such hot incinerated them before it like popped.
That's
It
better
imploded.
than sitting
It's a
there
slicky
letting
way
your
to die, bro.
oxygen.
Yes,
That's better than sitting down there for 3 days while your
Yeah, you don't know what the
oxygen's
fuck happened.
drained
That shit
out.
just boom.
I'd rather just
Well,
Your ass instantly in heaven, nigga.
Right.
The best thing would be to not go.
You feel me?
Yeah. Not go up
Hey, you know
underwater
them was,
like
them
that.
was 250,000 to pop them tickets, bro.
Yeah, I want to
Yeah,
be.
it's
I
a
want
rich-
to. I want to be
but
light.
RIP,
I want to
RIP.
be light on the jokes on
RIP.
this
That was an expensive ass funeral, boy.
because it's just. It's a tragedy, but it's also.
It's like nightmare scenario, bro. Trapped under.
My thing is,
That's
so the people who are supposedly experts in underwater exploration, I suppose,
Yeah.
don't understand what do you need to have to
Nah.
what the pound pressure is.
Right.
As
It's a lot of
deep
pressure.
down.
No, the CEO went against all of that. Like, if you look into it, the CEO definitely went against all of that because he wanted to cut costs and like just be this maverick type dude. They had a GameCube controller, like controller the whole thing, like for real.
They had the boo boo joints too that you get your little
Right.
brother.
No,
But,
it was a controller format. Like we had the format of like a fucking
Xbox.
Logitech.
Well, he was
Game Boy.
warned several
PS4
times not to
or
do
some shit
this.
like that.
The CEO was warned several times not to do it. It's not safe. When he had stress tests on the thing, they told him it was bad. He said, "Nah, y'all don't know what you're doing." He hires young people on purpose. He said, "I don't want to hire people that have been in the game really long. I want to hire the smartest and the young, so like we can like go on this adventure together." But basically, he was just bad at his job of doing safety. It's not that they don't know. He wasn't using those people
Well, that
on
don't
purpose.
that don't make it better for me. I don't give a fuck.
That means
if
he's
they-
stupid.
That
They
nigga was
knew
using
it.
shit from Home Depot in a submarine.
I already
bro.
agree with the stupidity of it.
Yeah.
And the thing too, like, me personally, nah, I'm not about to go sit
Hell
in
no.
like a cramped like
Pay
situation
for it,
like
too?
that. Pay for it to sit Indian
That nigga's
style
paid
in
to
a
do that shit.
tuna box and go under the
Yeah,
sea.
you got me fucked up. How you doing
Nah, I'm good.
She said that's a cap.
What's cap? That I wouldn't go under the sea?
Yeah, I wouldn't go up under that shit either.
Nah,
bro.
no. I don't know no black folks.
I don't even know how to swim. I ain't finna go, let alone go up inside of a submarine.
I can't swim either, shit.
That's some Gary shit.
I don't even want to do cruises.
That's some straight Gary shit. Niggas don't know how to swim.
Right.
Niggas ain't had no swimming pool. We had a whole beach.
This cat's in the G. I know how to swim.
Nigga, I don't know how to swim.
I know. How to
swim. You know what's fucked up? I know how to swim, but I don't know how to swim.
I can't swim good, but I can swim.
That's a parental thing, man. Like,
yeah. Like, my kids know how to swim.
Because you broke the chain.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
Generational.
Yeah, my babies know how to swim. Barry was just telling me, I went underwater and everything. And I'm like, yo.
Alright.
I can't do none of that.
I mean, that's a beautiful thing, though. You know what I'm saying?
Whole
Like,
thong
it's normal. It's normal now.
Thing.
Do you think the submersible situation is cap?
I mean,
I don't know.
They
Look,
cap for going on that motherfucker.
Yeah,
that's
them niggas had to take their shoes off and set on carpet, bro.
That's not how you use cap. So look, this is what's crazy. This is what's crazy to me.
The cap police.
And not.
Was that the first time the
Wait,
submarine
hold on.
was
Why
down
y'all
there?
always throwing police out here, man? Like, what the fuck type niggas is y'all?
My
Man, to keep
bad,
talking about
my
some
bad,
goddamn
my
police,
bad.
man.
What you talking about, police?
I absolved
This
that from.
motherfucker,
I absolved that
he's
from the
the cap
record.
police. What the fuck?
I absolved that from the
Cool
record.
out, man. Stop throwing police on me, nigga.
Oh wow.
All right, so here we go. What I was about to say was, there are people online that first thing that they do is say, like, this distraction shit. And my thing about that is, like, there are things happening around the world simultaneously at all times. If you consider some story to be a distraction to hide another story, that's pretty much, in my opinion, on you. Because you can tap into whatever you choose to tap into. At no point in time am I listening to one story and being like, yo, I'm just focusing on this shit and I'm not gonna catch wind to nothing else. Nah, man, it's not a distraction per se.
I agree with you.
But you see a whole lot of that. Everybody on there talking about, they're trying to distract you.
I think it's just it's a lazy way to make whatever other point you're trying to make. It's
Right.
like, y'all ain't focusing on this, or like, what are they commenting on? Oh, the hypocrisy, or like, they just making comments. It's like peanut gallery, but like, what you really saying by saying that? Not much.
How do y'all feel about the jokes?
About, I mean.
Oh, nigga, y'all want to see this fucking meme?
You ever read the
I know how Jess feel about it.
You ever read the Darwin Awards before? You ever heard of that?
No,
basically, like, all these ways that people die by doing stuff that common sense with, like Darwin, like the people who
based off Darwinism,
like
survival of the fit.
Right, survival of the fittest.
Yeah,
exactly.
I saw that. Man.
But the whole thing is about jokes. I know, right? Spirit. That's dope. That's actually hella funny.
One way fair.
Yeah, so sometimes people put themselves in situations, like, I feel bad definitely for the son, because I heard the son didn't even want to go, but the mom was like, go bond with your dad or whatever, and now he gone. He was only 19, like, but everybody else in this situation, bruh. Like,
yeah, that's fucked
they
up,
on
bro.
camera happily signing on the waiver. Oh, not death or winter white sign.
Let's go.
Like,
what are we waiting on? We're wasting time signing shit for. Let's get down there.
The best spin I could give them is perhaps they died doing what they love, which was seeking adventure.
Yeah, they signed that waiver, so they can't sue nobody.
It ain't
bro.
fair for the kid, but at least they died doing something they wanted to do.
Speaking of sue, y'all remember that Starbucks situation some years back where those brothers had went into the Starbucks and they got
racially profiled
and shit?
That sound familiar.
So these brothers decided that they were going to take a moral high ground and they weren't going to sue Starbucks for the discrimination. They sued, but not sued. They settled for like $1 or some shit like that.
$1?
The white woman who did the discriminating.
Yeah, she got all that bread.
She sued and got $25 million.
Wait a minute.
Mills.
She sued who?
She sued. She was a manager.
She said she was wrongfully fired because she was white.
Yep.
She sued Starbucks.
Yes.
And won
$25
million.
Wow.
$25 million, bro.
Wow.
She set. She set. Because they got that money.
That's, man, I'm almost mad at it, but I'm kind of not, because, like, if you could get it,
Hey, you can't get mad at a person for some shit like that.
If you could get it, go get it. Cause
I don't know why those niggas took a moral high ground. Like,
fuck that.
Man, they tripping, bro.
Yo, big motherfucker that. I'm not.
Y'all ever sued anybody before?
Bruh. Nah,
they should have got paid too, though,
You ever
right?
sued anybody before?
Yo,
Sort of, yeah. I sued the city one time.
Yeah, I sued somebody before.
Hey,
I got some money. Hey, I'm suing, nigga.
I'm
I got a
suing.
lawyer.
You could call me Sue at that point. That's
Straight
all. That's
up.
all. I said
sued,
it ain't
I
gonna be
sued
coming out my
Oakland, but I
mouth.
signed a non-disclosure, so I can't talk about it.
Man,
I settled.
you just talked about it. Allegedly,
I live
man.
a crazy life. bro.
Allegedly, man.
Allegedly.
Nah,
Exactly.
I mean I can't get mad at the woman. I think it's ridiculous the whole she got fired because she was white. But I can see how like the lawyer would spin it that way.
Right. Especially if they ain't making a fuss about it.
Well, I think afterwards, if you remember, they
they
started
not
having
now.
like all of these like courses and classes to where they was saying that like what do you call it, like some sort of training where
I know what you're talking about.
Yes.
Not diversity training, but like
kinda and
like
just how to treat people.
right,
and-
exactly.
Yeah.
So
see, we already forgot what that's called.
right, from what I heard,
Stupid
that
as
was
fuck.
that was an admission of guilt by Starbucks, which made her have the case.
You know what? That's
to
a
say that she
great
did
fucking
lose it
argument.
because
I wish I
of-
admire that argument. I wish I made it up.
Yeah, that's why when shit happened,
That's a good
when
one.
shit happened, like that's why like when certain shit happened, and if like a big entity like apologize, that's like almost admitting guilt for what
I'd be
happened,
like, give
So-
me a reason to sue.
and
So
that
did-
that give you liability to
Give
like
me a
to
reason.
sue and shit.
So the
bro.
two brothers got $1 from Starbucks trying to take the higher ground. So like,
Yo, fuck the higher ground.
now go get
When
your
they-
money.
Yo, when they go low,
Alright.
we go.
boogie on down to the
So
floor
let-
with their ass,
let's
man.
say-
I'm not finna go. I'm not taking no high road.
Think
Fuck that
about
shit.
think about this, right? What if they had sued and won, and then she had sued and won, so Starbucks just got to pay on both sides, nigga. Like, I ain't mad about their pockets, but I'm thinking about the concept.
Yeah, fuck
Hey,
that
she
shit.
up 25 M's, bro.
Oh, 25.
25
My nigga
M's. She
got
probably
my nigga
went
got
on.
$1 and a
She probably went on
solidarity fist.
vacation and shit, bro.
We out here, bro.
Went on vacay and all type of shit, bro.
Oh, man.
You know what that's like to me?
That's generational wealth if you know how to do it right, bro.
You know what that's like to me?
That can be
That's
generational.
like a white dude calling you a nigga in your face and then beating you up.
Hey, nigger, come here, nigga. I'm gonna beat your ass.
He'll beat you up.
my knuckles were bruised when I was punching this man. I need money.
No, I mean I don't mean it like that. I mean it as in like
like a
this-
double,
this-
like a double, like hey, nigga,
Yeah, like
boom.
this
Like
white-
usually a white dude call you a nigga, you go whoop his ass.
This white woman discriminates against these brothers because they black, and then uses a race kind of card thing to get 25 mil. And it's like I disrespected you, and I'm up, and my kids up.
I mean,
So
but
damn.
Kids up, we up.
but see that money is capital. She decided to play the capital game. They decided to play the solidarity game or whatever game they was playing. They didn't want to get involved, so I respect it as long as they not mad about it. Cause I'll be hot.
Nigga,
I'll be hot as fuck.
nigga, why wouldn't they be mad? I know somebody somewhere punching the air like
Yeah.
on
Right.
Boys in the Hood.
Right.
Hitting all the kids and shit.
Yo, that shit is
love that
ridiculous.
movie.
Yo, man. Hey, man. Another thing, because we had left off that subject, but I want to come back around. They were saying like, how the Navy knew that shit imploded in the new.
A couple days ago.
They said they heard the noise that
Yeah.
sounded like it immediately.
Yeah, they
It
said.
was like an hour in or some shit. Hour and 30 or
yeah,
some shit.
word.
So
And they said that shit been imploded, and they been knew what happened, but motherfuckers was spending all that fucking bread.
Because they were trying. They said that they had an idea of what that was that, but they were trying to hold on to hope.
I
and
mean, if it
still,
was
like,
my
search for
people,
them
I would
anyway.
exhaust every last ounce of hope. If it was my people and I had the money, I would do it to try to find them just to hold on hope. Like, I ain't mad
Yeah.
about that. Because they probably told them, this is the likelihood, but there's a 5% chance. Or they're like, all right, let's go all out for the 5%.
I just look at it as
You know what I mean?
that was for our ancestors that died crossing the seas to
You said
here.
what?
The what?
Our ancestors that crossed.
Oh, that's
That was,
payback.
that's payback, nigga. The seas are mad at that shit.
I ain't thought about that.
I wouldn't
That's
even
crazy.
think that. If you want
That's
to do it on
crazy.
like some spirit shit,
That's crazy.
when the Titanic niggas had did that shit, like,
Oh, shit, huh?
yeah, come on down
yeah.
here.
I mean, that shit.
How
That
ironic
shit.
is that shit?
Honestly, that whole Titanic shit should stop being explored because it's basically a big ass grave site.
Why would you want to go
exactly
see that
what it
shit?
is.
Yeah, bro. It's like
That's white people's jam, though.
it's
Like dangerous
that-
ass exploration and
right.
shit.
Hell
That's
yeah.
that's a monument to hubris to
That's a good use of that word.
yeah. That's the only. I was trying to describe it, but it's like that's good. Just look that up, y'all. Hubris. It's basically like self-confidence, but in a
He's talking
deeper
to
way.
the people, so
Yeah,
he's
to the
assuming that y'all don't know what hubris is.
Hell yeah.
Nah, but I'm not assuming that you do. But I'm not assuming that you do.
Yo, I would rather assume the up than to assume that. So,
I assume that I would like to get the point across.
So that's the thing too. Like when you meet people, bro. Like there are two different kinds of people in this world. It's one person when you meet this person in this regard, interrupter. It's like your superpower and shit. Anyway, when you meet people, there's two kinds of people. One person that thinks that the person that they met knows absolutely nothing. They just assume that they don't know shit. And then there's the people that come and assume that they know everything until they're proven that they don't know that type of shit. I respect the latter. I don't like approaching people like, yo, you just don't know nothing. You ain't seen nothing. You ain't been nowhere. Because I feel like that's disrespectful to
somebody's intelligence and experience,
their life experience, all of that.
I agree with that.
Now, when you show me that you don't know shit, and then I might have some jokes for you or something. You know,
like, this nigga don't leave the house. This
nigga
don't leave the house.
I agree
this
with
nigga
that.
stuck on the porch.
I assume people know most things. It's just when I say stuff, I don't even use the word hubris myself that much. So I feel like if I don't use it much, it might be an odd word. So let me just throw one out there just in case somebody need it. That's it. Throw a line out there.
Cool. Your Father's Day gift, it just reminded me of this other story that I was seeing on Facebook and shit. So there's this brother, and he's wearing a pink tutu.
Okay.
Because he has a daughter, and he's carrying his daughter, like holding his daughter. His daughter's young as fuck, like under 1, I believe. I mean, she don't look like she more than a year old. So she got the tutu, he got the tutu, and there has been a split in conversation about
if that's good daddy or not.
Yeah, good daddying or not. I like to get you brothers' opinions because we all have daughters.
I ain't putting on no damn tutu, bro.
I'm
sorry. I'm not rocking no damn tutu. Let me
preface this by saying I ain't doing it.
Are you rocking the tutu?
Nah,
bro,
no.
I can't say that that's bad on his part, depending on how he like appropriates it, you know, as they go forward. But I wouldn't do it, bro. Like, I'm not setting them kind of examples, but if that's, I get what he's doing though. Like he's saying
more power to him, shit. But I can't do it.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, you know,
more precise.
Everybody want to raise their kids. Everybody want to raise their kids differently, bro. You know what I'm saying? If he comfortable enough with his masculinity,
like there could be
to
a
do
man,
some shit like that.
Like,
put on a fucking tutu.
You could spin that as a manly way to do something if you wanted to, because it's like I'm comfortable in myself.
But obviously, he did it for the camera. If they caught that shit on camera, so he's like, "Oh, I'm putting tutu on to be cute."
It was a legit photo shoot. It was like a
wow, like
mad photo. Like it was like professionally photographed. Yeah. Like it was you know what I'm saying? Yeah. He took his baby and that was just like the premise of the shoot. Like
hopefully the nigga had some draws on him up under the tutu.
Didn't like
what the fuck?
The Rock.
Wait, hold on.
The Rock didn't he?
Come out in the tutu at a professional photo shoot.
That's wild, bro. Yo, that's even wild to think about.
That's super wild, man.
Pause.
Nah, I don't know, man. I got 3 daughters. You got 2?
I got 2 daughters. Yeah.
How many daughters you got?
I got 1 daughter.
My daughters know not to ask me to do no shit like that.
Oh, straight up,
straight up and down. Now, you know, I done played with dolls with them type shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, little tea parties, little shit like that. But I'm not putting on the makeup, my nigga. And I'm not motherfucking putting on
no nail polish.
Polish or the
growing up, anytime they ever asked me to do something, like, nah, daddy doesn't do that stuff.
They've
like,
asked
why not? I was like, I just don't like it.
They've asked you before?
Yeah, to do stuff like that. But they don't know more. Because they know what's going on. But yeah, and it's like, I see the innocence of it, you know what I'm saying? But like, I just tell them, I don't even get too into it. I'm like, some people do different stuff. Daddy don't do that. Daddy don't like that. That's it. Oh, okay. And move on. That's it. I ain't trying to make it no big deal for him or whatever, because there's a lot of other stuff that I do with them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so.
Then nigga be looking for they nigga to be wearing a tutu.
Like, I don't think it's necessary to do. I don't think it's necessary to wear a tutu to bond with your daughter. I don't think that's necessary. But I can't say it's bad, bro. I can't say it's bad on his part. He probably had the right idea.
It ain't bad on this part, but I just say.
I mean, do what you do.
Right.
it's a personal preference thing. Like, I'm not about to do that shit.
You feel me?
Yeah, that nigga had
Word.
to find his size in the tutu.
Pooh said she was mad young, can't even talk yet. She didn't ask him to do it. I'm not saying she asked him to do it.
That's my first thought too. So she ain't at the age where she actually asked him to do it.
But that's what,
that was my first
when
thought.
me and Pooh was looking at it, we was like, yo, he did this for himself.
Right.
My life.
Because the caption was like, yo, amazing father goes all out to do.
So he wanted to wear a tutu and do that shit.
Yo, I seen a motherfucker in the comment, and he was like, there are male people in ballet and shit like that, but my nigga, they don't wear the tutu. The men don't wear the tutu. That just don't happen in ballet. Unless I'm wrong or don't know shit
putting
about
on the leggings.
Ballerinas. Yeah, they be having the leggings on, but I mean, that's for aerodynamics.
What was the main?
Aerodynamics and tuck.
Spinning and shit.
So basically, half of the people were saying that's dope. The other half was saying that's gay or something.
Man.
For the most part.
Well, I didn't.
You don't be looking at the comments.
I didn't know. I looked at the comments, but I didn't take a toll to make sure that it was accurately half and half.
Yeah. Well, we don't.
There were
just
some people
rough estimates.
some people saying
Yeah,
things. And some
that's
saying
like
things,
straight up. That's something that Dwayne Wade would do.
Why you disrespecting that nigga like
I ain't
that?
disrespecting her. What?
That nigga-
I'm just saying that's something that Wade would do, bro.
You ever seen that nigga in a tutu?
I know, right? He just nails painted, but
So
I mean,
nail painting and tutus is synonymous.
he do that for sure, bro.
Also, because he painted the nails, then that mean he definitely
Dwayne
rocking
would
the
be
tutu.
comfortable with rocking a tutu.
How you know that nigga would be comfortable rocking a toot, man?
I don't know, but I know that nigga be comfortable. Gabriella fucking cuss his ass out if he ain't wear that damn
This
tutu.
nigga just is wildin', bro.
You're not gonna wear the tutu?
Pooh agrees with you. She said he would. Yeah, I don't know.
Exactly, bro.
you're
Thanks.
gonna wear the tutu.
You don't
For
know,
real?
man.
Really, Dwayne?
Really, Dwayne.
You're not-
That's wild.
Shit,
That's
man.
wild, man.
The draft. Let's move on to the draft real quick.
Man, oh man.
Was it crazy?
Chris,
Before I talk about the draft,
yeah, I know y'all
I only
seen
know who
about
one
Chris
team.
Paul,
I only know
bro.
who like two teams drafted the Warriors.
well, that's
and the first pick.
trading, but
I know, but that's a wild trade.
I love
yeah,
it.
it is.
I don't love it, but I like it a lot.
The top three was Wemby with Pop and them.
Mm-hmm.
I forget the other brother's name. Adams, I think. Young brother, which is into my next segue. But Scoot Henderson,
Yeah, Scoot Henderson
went with Portland, and the other brother went second to like the Hornets.
Okay.
But the reason I thought about it is because remember a couple of shows back. I don't know if it was a couple of shows back. It was some shows.
Something about this, but yeah, I don't know exactly what happened.
She strikes again.
Okay.
The brother that was number 2 that just got drafted to the Hornets.
Yeah.
He was involved in some kind of legal situation where somebody got shot or somebody was getting shot. I don't know exactly what the legal
He was
situation
like just involved like around.
Well,
he know the people.
The police said that they were investigating, and his name was a part of the investigation. But they never. He ended up. The case is still kind of ongoing, but he ended up like redeeming himself, and because the police said that there was nothing that he did that they could charge him with.
Right.
So that means
I just am around the wrong people while they're doing some shit. Type shit.
If that was exactly the case, but like so whatever it was, like there was no.
So he good.
He did well. No, not to Malika.
Okay.
who apparently decides on draft day.
She announcing
national television. This man having his happy moment. This young kid having his happy moment where he did made it to the league.
Right.
He getting drafted.
Right.
I would be remiss if I didn't tell you about the situation with the police, and she just ran down the rap sheet, ran down the whole investigation, and then asked people on the panel, like, do you think, if any, that has anything on going to weigh heavily on how people like draft him and shit like that? This man's draft day,
right?
They want to bring that shit up.
He didn't beat the odds. Not just they want to bring it up. One of the prominent black female not sports announcers, but talking heads for, you know what I'm saying, ESPN or whatever. And she got a history with doing that shit.
So it's the way. Okay, so she basically like, oh, but this is a great draft pick, great kid. But let me tell you about his rap sheet real quick, just so you set his career off straight on national TV. Just so y'all know who y'all dealing with.
Just so you know who you dealing with.
Yeah, that man. I don't know why when
that's like
Candace Owens was reading off George Floyd's rap sheet, it reminded me.
Why when you at your highest peak in life, motherfuckers always want to dig like
your own people.
Yeah, they want to dig some dirt when you at your highest like point of your like career in your life.
It could somebody want to fuck with you. It could just be ruthless media. Like she a media person. She probably knows it. She probably knows it'll get clicks. She probably knows it'll generate attention. It could just be a ruthless like soulless play, or maybe she really a hater. I'm not sure, but
that's some grade A hater shit.
I'm leaning toward the latter.
You towards she a hater?
It's probably a mix of all that shit though. Right, but I think she just you know what I'm saying. I think on the top of the shit is a heavy layer of hate.
It's a lot of hate that's towards like
towards black men.
Well,
towards black women, but it's a lot of hate too towards like the 2019
a lot of
NBA draft pick too. Motherfuckers be talking shit about all them niggas that got drafted way back in 2019.
That's fine and dandy.
Yeah.
My thing is,
I think
she has I guess a rap sheet, for lack of a better word, of doing this shit. Like
I like that. Flip it on her. Flip it on her.
You can go back and pull like mad occasions where she was just like, you're supposed to be talking about sports, and she digging into these people's cases and like you're not an investigative reporter. If that's what you want to be, then you probably should have been an investigative reporter, not a sports person.
Well, her incentive system has rewarded her for doing that. First of all, that's why it's just probably maybe she just does it second nature at this point because she's been getting rewarded for doing that over and over.
She get the booze, man.
Do you think she's being rewarded for that?
With attention and on the backside, on the backside where they like when she talking to her bosses, her handlers, her managers, the people at ESPN,
the white folks.
Yeah, when she talking with, just whoever's up there.
No, it's not just whoever. It's the white folks.
Yeah, and there's been an issue for a long time. I guess maybe it's more exacerbated, it's more enhanced now. But elite, when I say elite black people, I mean black people who run in, let's say, socially elite circles, like moneyed circles, high education, all this. They actually do look down on a lot of other folks. They're like, oh, you making us look bad, or if I did it, why can't you do it? Like it is like ingrained in some of these people to really think like that.
That is very nice how you.
I'm trying to be as
I know
generous as possible.
I know you, nigga. I'm sitting here listening. I said, oh shit! Here comes the bail bondsman shooting that bail.
They still are people. They still she's still black. She matters.
KD, man, you are the bail bondsman, my nigga. You are shooting that bail.
Right. We're not a monolith.
I got you.
But let's point out the
all bail
issues.
bondsmen ain't the same either, man.
You feel me?
You like that is top tier Dean's List level bail bondsman, man. I commend you, my nigga. I've never seen.
It's bigger than Malika Andrews.
I've never seen
what I'm saying, bro. It's bigger than Malika Andrews.
Let me give you your flowers. I've never seen.
I appreciate it, but go ahead.
I've never seen this level of shooting bail ever in my life, but like you are like the god bail bondsman at this point.
Man, as long as it makes sense.
That is.
That's my guiding light. Make it make sense.
There you go. Wow. All right.
Yeah. Cool. But it's still a problem that should be addressed. But it's bigger than Malika Andrews, though, bro. It's actually been happening since back in the day.
That is outstanding, man.
It's been happening, bro.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
So that's unfortunate that, she in her position and is getting rewarded for doing those things, but she probably don't even, fuck it. Whatever.
Yeah, she's still going to be there.
Yep.
I don't have nothing to say about it. So.
Yeah. I mean, she entertaining. It is what it is.
Leave these young brothers alone unless it's warranted that, you know what I'm saying, or it's a time and place for everything, my nigga. Like if you doing sports, do the sports, man. She did the same shit with the other coach that was about to take Ime's place in Boston.
Talk bad about him before you.
No, she took damn near 15 minutes, bro, and explained this nigga's whole rap sheet and was like, after she said all of this bullshit, she said, mind you, that was 13 years ago. Then why the fuck are you talking about it?
Yeah, why would you bring up a motherfucker past?
Because
I bet if you look up her background, she probably did want to be an investigative journalist or something. And
That's
just
a
branched off into sports.
I can
That
believe
shit
that.
wild,
I
bro.
can
That
believe
shit
that.
wild.
Maybe she just got the job and was like, yo,
Right, she like, I got the
take it.
power. I'm gonna just do this shit.
Right.
Y'all gonna listen.
I'm gonna mix my passions.
I'm gonna mix my passion.
But obviously, she ain't looking into the rap sheets of everybody else, so we know.
What the fuck is her rap sheet? How many niggas she done fuck?
None.
Obviously.
Oh, you said she married to a white
white
man.
dudes. Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, man.
She half white, I think. I think one of her parents. Some shit like
Oh
that.
shit, she probably grew up in a household when they used to talk about black people a lot.
Yeah, these
Most
athletic niggas.
Yeah.
You gotta watch them.
These big nose niggas. These big nose niggas sucking up all the oxygen.
Oh man.
Fuck.
They be hating like that, bro.
Yo, let's move on. What's next, man? Somebody drop something.
Oh man. Hold on.
Big nose.
I mean,
White people,
I
boy, they be going ham, bro.
I never done.
Oh my god, man.
Yeah, man.
Might be talking about them European feet.
What how'd y'all if y'all how'd y'all feel or celebrate Juneteenth? Cause that's pretty recent.
Oh
That
shit,
was
nigga,
last time we
shit,
talked.
niggas ain't do shit, no.
Straight at the crib. Talk some lessons to my gals, man.
Yeah.
I just sat at the crib, bro, like Homer Simpson, nigga, flicking the remote, going scroll.
Ooh,
Good.
the meat situation. Pause.
Oh, the meat situation.
Don't leave out the pause, motherfucker.
Pause.
Yeah, I said pause, nigga.
Pause.
Right, pause, like the Cam and them. Pause. Anyway, lab-grown meats
Oh.
has been
FDA approved?
FDA approved.
And
When
San
they clone
Francisco and
it,
New
so they
York.
get
They're
they
using
get
cells from chickens.
like stem cells. Just like they making stem cells into meat cells.
Yeah, they're
muscle?
basically growing the meat out of stem cells into meat, like in the laboratories. In the
I kind of
buckets and
figured
shit.
they was gonna start doing that shit. Our steaks could be like shaped into a steak with just nothing but meat in it.
But that's what the
Pause.
McRib is. It's just some meat formed into.
meat formed. All the shit that you don't want to eat like a hot dog, and they form that shit into a McRib shape.
Like it seemed
They got a
crazy,
stamp.
but it seemed crazy. But when you really,
With
really
the M
think
on
about
it.
it, the shit we eat now ain't that much better.
Pressing the meat.
Nah, bro.
We just used to it.
Hey, I legit been eating like real clean. I be eating like salads and shit, like not a lot of meat. Boy, you feel so much better. You feel a lot better. That meat be making you feel like shit, bro. Pause.
But the plants don't.
The plants make you feel good, bro.
Plants are living things too.
You know the show shit in the bathroom be better. You feel better. You feel you have more energy and shit.
I don't.
You don't
If
feel like
I'm
that.
just eating salads, bro, I'm like, yo, man,
You be hungry as fuck,
put some
but
chicken in this motherfucker, man.
yeah, I just be eating.
Throw
I be eating
something
raw
in it.
solids. Pause.
Be eating the salads raw, huh? Like you barehanded the glizzy at the.
What, nigga? Oh, you talking about the glizzies?
That's crazy, man.
Hey, them glizzies was delicious. They was.
Yo, just had the bacon wrapped glizzy.
I had
at
a
the-
bite, nigga. Pause. I had a bite, man. My girl gave it to me. Pause. Yeah. That shit was delicious too, bro.
Oh wow.
I ain't had no meat in a
Glad
minute.
you liked it,
Pause.
bro.
My girl gave it to me.
It's a lot of pauses, bro. I can't even talk about that shit. Big pause. Pause is on the
Hey,
fact.
would you eat it though? Would you eat it? The synthetic meat, the fake
Pause, nigga. Pause.
Would you
Everything
eat
y'all
that?
niggas say sound like a. Hey,
Would you
the name of this
eat
episode is
so
pause,
we
pause
Can't
and
talk
effect,
about
bro.
the future
Pause
of
and
humanity
effect.
because it's too pause.
Pause and effect is the name of this
That'll get
podcast.
you, bro.
Pause and effect.
Oh man.
Yeah, bro. Hey, them glizzies is smelling good as fuck though. Pause. Everybody that walked in, I said, yeah, them glizzies smelling good. They was like, yeah.
Let me get
It was like, yeah,
Yeah,
it was
pause.
like, yeah.
get my maturity
They was
back.
$15 too.
Shit, man.
They were selling glizzies for $15. They were smelling good. Pause. The niggas was bad. I was looking around, looking at niggas chomp down on them glizzies.
You still going?
What's next?
$15 for a glizzy, bro.
What's next? Well, my fault. No, I don't want to eat the synthetic chicken, bro.
Nah, man. We already be eating synthetic chicken nuggets from Whack Arnold's.
I ain't had no Whack Arnold's in. Since the last time we just went and had some burgers and shit, but I don't.
Bro, that shit was so nasty, bro.
It was greasy. It was a pile of grease.
Nigga, you bit the burger, the bun tastes synthetic. It tastes like they make that shit with plastic, bro.
Shit hella greasy, man.
I was like, that shit was trinash.
Yeah, so I don't.
All the fries you can give me.
I think right now they were saying that the restaurants can use it, but I mean, who's to say?
Oh, White Collar's gonna be the first. They gonna be the first.
It's probably out there already, but
they've been using GMO chickens and shit. They already been injecting the chickens with steroids so they can grow up fast.
Right, so what do you think is worse? Basically. What do you think is worse? Genetically modified or just?
It's all one and the same.
It's just the next step. It's
like I don't think it's one and the same because there's actually animals that's alive that they're pumping drugs into, and then there's animals that's not alive.
Lab grown.
Yeah, but
test tube chicken.
It's different drugs, but they got to pump the test tube chicken with drugs to get it to grow like that too. It's kind of like it's just different drugs.
I don't think they making cloning chickens. I think they're making the meat. Just the meat.
I think they growing meat. I think they growing meat to make the food cheaper. And when you want a good animal,
this is what I'm trying to tell him. They're not growing chickens in a pot and then killing them and cutting them into meat. They just growing like slabs of meat, not like the whole animal.
Right,
that shit weird, bro.
Basically, it's just all to me. It's just all modified meat because the fake meat comes from a real meat cell. So technically, it's all. But when you pump a chicken full of growth hormone, when you pump a cow or a chicken full of growth hormone, you affecting the meat. It's all like
we ingesting that shit too.
But they're a lot. They're living animals. They're making the cells. The cells are all constructed together are living. But
I guess I would eat it. If I eat it now, I guess I would still eat it. I'm not. I don't want to know that I'm eating it though. I ain't gonna lie. Like I could be cool with it as long as it don't kill me and I don't know. All right.
So you gonna eat that meat?
I'm not gonna order it though. You feel me?
You gonna eat that meat?
I'm not gonna order it.
You gonna eat that meat?
Which one? Pause.
You gonna
eat the meat, man?
I will eat synthetic chicken.
So you okay with it? You would eat synthetic chicken?
I'm not like. I guess I'm okay with it. I don't like the idea of it, but like
you took nigga to a whole nother level when you said you eat synthetic chicken.
Living in the matrix that we in, it makes sense that it would exist, and I'm already eating a bunch of other bullshit. So as long as I keep myself healthy,
them little Debbie cakes, that shit tastes like plastic too, bro. That shit be all waxy and shit. I stopped eating that shit years ago.
You know, a lot of shit that we sell out here, they don't even sell in other countries. We got a lot of food in our
the FDA they approve a lot of bullshit. We consume chemicals. We consume number of chemicals and preservatives.
Chlorhydroxylamine, yellow 5,
glycol.
Right, that shit fucked up when you start reading that shit.
All type of preservatives so they can have a longer shelf life so they can make a profit, bro.
Honestly, bro, that's why I run, bro. Like, hopefully I just detox from all the weird shit that I put in my body and don't even know what it is. So, like, that's my balance with it. I go crazy. You ever read Fast Food Nation back in the day? Y'all remember that shit where they told you exactly what the fuck was going on, where McDonald's and all the shit was making all this nasty shit? Like, a lot of people, it was like a big deal back then. And I read that shit. I'm like, that's nasty as fuck. That's gross how they do it. Bounce. But I'm going to just do it anyway. I'm going to just eat it anyway. Yeah. So, like, but I don't think about it.
I got to leave early from the party. It's your boy Just Tracks. That's JUSTRAXX. I'll holler at y'all.
Hey.
Ron ain't gonna be here next week, but we gonna still come in
Let's run it. Hey, word. Hell yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, brother. Be safe.
Brother.
Peace.
I see y'all. I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna drop him off and I'm gonna swing back around.
For sure.
Peace.
Pause.
Sound swinging back around. That sounded like a pause too, bro. Take my dad can.
Pause
man.
It's all good, bro. Go do that. This is daddy duty in live action, folks. Yeah, that's what it look like in real life. You feel me?
Hell yeah, man. I even got my dad's shoes on.
Hell yeah, nigga.
This is what it looks like.
Gotta stay comfy
life.
out here, man. All right, brother.
Peace, little Jess.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, they about here. I don't know. You got something else?
Specific like event that happened? Nah. I got like a little cheat sheet page I could look at, but like at the end of the day, get like kind of deep back on a Malika Andrews topic. Not specifically that, but the idea, like, what if you get somebody guys hurdles and they get whatever things that most don't get statistically, or is it like you made it? Is you think there's a responsibility there just because they was able to do that?
It ain't necessarily no responsibility for anything.
Okay, yeah, I kind of feel that way. I kind of feel like we should feel responsible, but I kind of can't hate if they don't at the same time. But, you know, I mean, obviously it crosses the line when you start tearing down. You know what I'm saying? That crosses the line.
But that's my point. The tearing down is what the issue is. I'm not necessarily saying that it's her responsibility
to build
to
up.
uphold black men. If she don't feel that it's her responsibility to do so, I'm not assigning responsibility on motherfuckers, but you chill out on that other shit.
Right.
And you don't have to. You could do it however
They
you
call
know
that
what I'm saying,
punching
whatever the fuck you
down
wanna do.
in the media. They say that's punching
Yeah,
down.
I don't agree with it on a personal level.
I don't like it on a personal level, for
And
sure.
I think that shit is corny as fuck. And be that as it
Because
may.
class and race are closely linked, but they're not the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, like, black people can be classist on other black people.
I seriously don't think this is the case.
With her?
Yeah.
Okay, you think it's straight up. She just that's good.
Yeah, because it's not
I believe
classism
it.
because the niggas that she trying to down are making more money than she is. So that
But
if you're talking
she's
about,
focusing on the things that would make them seem that they're still of a lower class because of this background,
but
right?
class-
It's kind of like a dragon. Don't
Nah,
forget
but
where
that's
you
a-
came
but
from
class-
type shit. Right?
Classism ain't based on whether you have class or not. Classism is based on
Like
equity
socioeconomic and shit. I'm
and
talking
monetary, whatever the fuck.
Like poor, yeah.
poor, rich, poor, wooty woo.
It seemed to me like she's trying to remind them that they still. I don't want to use poor
I don't
thugs
think
or anything like that, but it sounds.
I think
it
you
feel
dig
like
it
that's
too
what
far
she's
in her draws to try to make what she doing sound some kind of way that makes sense to you.
No, it's more about how I'm just taking it. It's
I
not
know.
about. I don't know what she's thinking.
But I'm saying,
Yeah.
the way that you're saying, like, well, maybe she's woo this way or that way is just you reaching to try to find some
that's just
sort
fun
of
for me,
stimulus
though.
for
You
whatever.
know,
But I don't
that'd just
think
be fun for me to think about. Cause
I don't think
you never
any of
know.
that's true at all. So
I think anything could be true. So I try to think of every
of
possibility.
course
you know?
anything could be true,
Yeah,
but
so I
it's
try to-
not in this situation.
Huh?
Is what I'm saying.
Right.
So
So no responsibility though. But also stop the tearing down. I feel
the
like
responsibility
that's fair.
that you have is the responsibility you place on yourself. If you don't feel responsible to your community or the community that raised you or where you from or anything like that, then that is a character flaw, in my opinion, that you have to deal with. And I think some of it bounces off to where other people have to deal with it because your shooting spreads blood on everybody that's around in the area. But I'm not, like I said, I'm not assigning responsibility on her. She don't have to do anything.
Right.
But if you're going to do anything and you have a choice of doing something,
Yeah.
why wouldn't it make more sense to you to do something positive as opposed to tearing motherfuckers down or attempting to tear motherfuckers down? Is my whole thought process behind it. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Everybody different. She is who she is.
It's
and how
just
she is or whatever.
greedy and selfish, I think, is a couple words that'll put it in context. On her, yeah. She wanted the attention and the hype, so she got it. We talking about
I don't even know.
We talking about
it. But everybody always talking about stuff. Like, I hate that argument where niggas is like, yo, they did this and they getting what they whatever because we're talking about it.
You don't think there's no energy behind that?
Nah, man. There's at this point in this point in time, there are thousands of millions. Excuse me, not even thousands. I'm shortchanging it. There are oodles and fucking oodles of think pieces about everything because everybody has
Got an opinion.
the opportunity to project their opinions onto the world. So we're always going to be talking about stuff. I don't care if people is like, yo, you know, people say shit like that, like, well, we're talking about it. We always going to be talking about it. We're going to be talking about it in barbershops. We're going to be talking about it at the crib. We're going to be talking about it on the porch, in the basement, on microphones and videos, all that other shit.
But
it's just a part of living.
When you a talking head or a celebrity, though, isn't that the currency that you you swim in as people talking about you in all these situations? Because if you're not getting talked about, then like, you know what I mean? Like
that may be true for some, but I don't think that applies to this situation. Is what I'm saying.
Oh,
I don't think she's doing
she
any.
Gotta know.
I don't think she's doing any of. Okay, so if that's the case, then
like it's cynical. I think there's a cynicism to it that I feel like she gotta have if she got to this position. You know what I mean? Maybe I could be wrong. That would be my guess, though. Is that a lot of it is for the bag? Is she might, she knows she just not. It could be also visceral for her too, like deep down. But I'm saying like a bag is part of it. Gotta be.
I think she's gonna get a bag anyway.
Yeah, but you get a bigger bag when you do crazier shit, right? Ain't that the world we living in?
No, not necessarily. This isn't her. ESPN is not her fucking platform. Like if she had her own platform, like a Malika Andrews YouTube show or whatever, and she was doing that, then the crazier shit she do would generate her more money because it would be her platform that would be dumping it into her platform. Yeah. There's no upside to it. Like if she went on ESPN and did the positive shit like all the other motherfuckers on ESPN for the most part do, and they still getting their bag, I don't think it fluctuates how much bag she gonna get per se, but by her tearing down young black brothers in the sports world.
Well, if everyone else is doing it the other way, and she doing it that way, that kind of makes her a unique character that could make her more valuable.
So you trying to tell me that if she does that the people at ESPN is going to be like, yo, you're stirring up shit by talking this shit about this person and that person, we're going to give you more money.
No. What they'll notice is if attention, like clicks, likes, views, scrolls increase or decrease. I'm assuming they're looking at it more bottom line. But if it increases scrolls, clicks, likes, engagements, and all that, then yes, on her next contract, she can negotiate for more money. Absolutely.
But you can't do that doing the right thing?
You can, but I'm saying, negativity sells more than positivity.
Yeah, but here's my thing, though.
If you're going for the bag.
So, first of all, I feel like we don't went way too deep in some shit that she probably ain't even fucking thinking about.
It's more of a it's more of a higher-minded context for me, in terms of, if you're thinking about what she's part of a culture, part of a system. It's not just
she's
her.
part of a system of motherfuckers that's supposed to be talking about sports. If nobody else is bringing up niggas' rap sheets and shit like that.
ESPN is unknown for talking about race and issues.
I didn't say she's not talking about race though. She's every time she finds something negative about one of the brothers that she's doing the joint about,
it just feels
she feels like I have to be the one to make sure I tell you this shit. The other panelists be looking like, what the fuck? Like they be looking like this shit ain't part of the program.
Right.
So I feel like she's going out of her way to do this shit.
She is.
And not telling motherfuckers about her. This, that, all right, I want to keep.
She is.
Our time's up.
Yeah. And I don't like it.
Let's do socials and get the fuck up out of here.
I could argue hella long for points that I actually agree with you on.
I know that's the shit that be pissing me off.
That's the shit that be hella fun to me.
I'm like, I know this motherfucker don't believe this shit, man.
I mean, go ahead. You gotta look at all sides. All right, y'all.
Social.
K Bridges Live. K.Bridges if you're writing it down, kbridgeslive.com, K-Bridges Live, all platforms. I'm going to be doing stuff. Check me out. Appreciate you, pal.
www.laronemc.com. That's LARONEMCEE. We are in Art Square till September in Suite 170. Working out of there Monday through Thursday. If you're in the Arts District and you know what a world famous Arts Factory is, we are right across the street from there. I think that's 107 East Charleston.
Mm-hmm.
Number 170 in Art Square. Pull up on me. I got prints available, or if you just want to come through and just look at the artwork that I'm working on or the stuff that I got up on the walls, all of that is there. Radiate Festival is July 7th at Sand Dollar. The one in the plaza. We got a set. Big Schoon.
Hey, that's dope.
The homie Dave is throwing this function. I think there's gonna be a lot of people there. I think Trey Voorhees gonna be there. I think I forget names. But yeah, so all real raw hip hop, come through, check us out. That's at Sand Dollar in the Plaza on Fremont. The Radiate Festival is
On
what's
what?
called. That's first Friday. That's first Friday,
thank
July.
you.
So
I was
I'm
trying
going to
to
be
figure out when it
in studio on first Friday, so you could come through and collect pieces or stickers or all kind of stuff we're gonna have in there. And then
Oh, it's about to go off of there on first Friday.
as soon as first Friday is over with, then I'm going to Sand Dollar and I'm hopping on stage and doing some joints, couple joints, like 15-minute set, I believe.
What a life,
20-minute
bruh.
set.
What a life, bruh.
Word. Dope. We appreciate everybody for listening, laughing with us, disagreeing with us, agreeing with us, and either watching us sip beer or sipping beer with us. But
that shit been sitting over there.
I know. Pull up every week. We will catch y'all. Well, I won't be here next week, but the brothers will be here next week.
We'll be out here holding y'all down.
We're gonna drop something. So we will catch y'all next week. Peace, power, respect. Enjoy your day.
Love, peace.